Here and welcome back to my Hell in a Cell reviews. Today we are doing Unforgiven 2006, Big Show and Vince and Shane McMahon versus DX. So let's begin. Okay. At the time, Big Show's ECW champion as well, but that doesn't matter that much because it was revamped ECW, so who cares? Big Show really wants to get things started, but DX immediately double low blows him, so he goes down very quickly. That leads to them just murdering Vince and Shane, who both bleed within 5 minutes. A notable way that Vince got cut open is Triple H took a nice screwdriver and he basically just put that into his head until it started bleeding. And it's disgusting to watch. It's nasty. Once Big Show actually starts to get up, things seem to take a turn, but DX again kicks him right back in the balls and he's back down. However, when he does get back up one more time, DX isn't really paying attention, so they realize he's already up, and then Shawn gets busted open and then is thrown headfirst into the cell. Vince is just perfect here. He goes from really worried, and he just puts on that typical McMahon confidence once Big Show's up and actually doing what he's supposed to be doing, at least in their opinion. Shane pulls out a trash can and uses it for the coast to coast on Triple H, which makes blood start pouring out of his ear, which is nasty. Show's reaction is just perfect as he just audibly, loudly laughs right into his ear. Shane then slingshots him, Triple H, into the cell, leading to another great shot of Vince just smiling. Show does a Vader bomb, which that's insane. Onto HBK, but Vince doesn't think that's enough though, and picks Shawn on 2 pin attempts. Trips low bridges Show to send him outside before going into his, signature things that he does on Vince. Shane does a Billy Graham backbreaker on Triple H, which was impressive because Trips was pretty big at this point. He was a big guy, so it's impressive that he could do that. Vince exposes his bum so Show can make Shawn join the Kiss My Ass Club. Triple H interrupts that, and they take Show out by going again with the double low blow. DX is now going to say Shawn then hits a flying elbow onto Shane, who had a chair wrapped around his neck. That's bad because the next shot of Shane, you just see blood coming out of his mouth. Show brings in the steel steps, but it didn't really work too well. DX then drapes Show over the top rope and exposes his bum before sending Vince's face right into it. What I did not mention is Show also bled. He got hit with a big shot and he started bleeding as well. Vince then eats a switch in music, bringing him to his knees, and then Triple H hits the sledgehammer right in the back of his head and breaks the sledgehammer to finish it in 25 minutes, 4 seconds. Okay, now the actual review of it was pretty short. It's only been 4 minutes, but that's because I want to spend a little more time actually talking about it in a kind of overall thing, as well as my rating of it. Okay, this is probably one of the most brutal Hell in a Cells ever. In terms of in-ring standpoint, it was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. But just the stuff that they did was just insane. The McMahons are crazy. If you don't believe me, go watch the match for yourself. They are insane in the spots that they do. They bleed heavily. Everyone in the match bleeds. It's just like the Taker versus Lesnar match. Everyone in the match bleeds. It's just perfect. It was I definitely enjoyed the little funny moments that they added, like the Kiss My Ass Club and Vince ending up joining it. And And also the ending where the sledgehammer breaks after hitting Vince looks brutal. So that was always just perfect. Although at the time DX wasn't amazing, but it was okay. But I admit I found them funny, but it wasn't as good as back in the Attitude Era. But this match was kind of the perfect blend of like funny and disgustingly brutal. And it is amazing. Definitely match of the night. Definitely match of the night. At least in my opinion. Nothing really huge else to go over, so I guess I'm going to finish it here with my final rating. Taking everything into account, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. An 8.5. Just because it was so good, but of course, like, in terms of in-ring, it wasn't huge. It's just a bunch of weapons and stuff. So it wasn't, like, amazing, but it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. So 8.5 is the final score for it. So that would be the end of this review. If you guys liked it, subscribe, leave a like, comment on if you've watched the match and what you thought of it. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow.